Attention, watery moons. Watery moon placement. So that would be like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy. Especially Scorpio. This last blood moon cycle switched things for you. And so what Spirit is trying to say is understand what your big fucking problem was. Because it's switched now. And the big fucking problem was because of your Scorpio moon, I hear. Okay, or Pisces or Cancer. I hear heavy on the Scorpio. So, everything has changed. It's like death and rebirth has happened. And it will come clear in understanding the moon. I'm looking for my picture cards. Well, now we're back at the lake. Black and white. Rainy day on the lake. Use your imagination. You're about to warp to the lake. It's black and white. A rainy, overcast day at the lake. Do you see it, darling? Do you see it? Now it's sunny again. Hello. All right, so I'm going to pop cards and talk about the watery moon. So when people are on their healing journey, there's certain things that we have to transcend in our lifetime. And your moon placement may be one of them. This is my card for the person who works smarter, not harder. This is the person, and then somebody, so this person went and knocked on somebody's door and said, hey, you want to play? You want to work smarter, not harder? And this person refused to come to the door. Just ignored them. Mute. But the gate is open. A gate might mean something. And they've been watching this person the whole freaking time. All right? So why haven't they said anything? Well, it could be because of illusions. So we have a bunch of people, masculines, who first of all had a narcissist swoop in, a karmic swoop in. It might be the extra skinny, stuck up wino that's no longer interesting. And then just cock-blocked and fucked a bunch of shit up. So that person did, the extra skinny wino that's no longer interesting, did some sort of dark magic. A binding contract. A big lie. Something. Usually, sometimes it sounds like, I'm pregnant. Yeah, but they're not pregnant. But they drag it out for a couple of months because they could feel the new person coming into this dude's life. And dude is all genders here. So those binding contracts are over. The Emperor no longer finds the extra skinny, stuck-up wino interesting anymore. They can't act. They can't really do much of anything. They can take some slutty pictures. That's about it. And all the employees hate them. So the masculine had a big aha moment on that. Somebody might have got shit-faced and made a big fool of themselves. So that karmic person, the masculine had to transcend a lesson with a karmic, extra skinny, stinky, stuck-up wino. Okay? Leo energy might mean something. This is my card for the masculine who drinks from a scummy pond. So this last moon cycle cut those binding contracts. There's a whole bunch of masculines transcended the lesson. And they no longer find the extra skinny, stuck-up wino interesting anymore. They can't really do much but ride coattails. They found, Spirit showed them their divine feminine who can manifest like crazy. Yeah, this other person can't. And the manifestations they try to do are second-rate versions of the divine feminines. So, what is a watery moon? This is the box of happiness. So, the best way to conceptualize a watery moon, especially a Scorpio moon, is think about like Halloween, and there's a full moon on Halloween. Think of those vibes. It's kind of creepy, and you can see it because of the full moon, but it's cloudy and it's night. And when the clouds go over the moon, it's like really dark, and then everything shifts. So the moon often stands for illusions. There's a coven of fake wannabe witches that took advantage of this. This is my card for somebody who's on a big spiritual journey. And then the clouds move and you can see again. And it's all kind of creepy and weird. And then the clouds come back in again and you're in the dark again. Yeah, that's what a watery moon feels like. And with that comes imposter syndrome, inability to be spontaneous, lots of back and forth. I got to write down all the cons and pros. Cons first, a whole bunch of cons, and then I'll consider the pros. Not getting out of your own way. Insisting on working harder, not smarter. A whole lot of imposter syndrome. This is the person who's going to start talking, and once they start talking, they talk about this really emotional thing, and then they don't stop talking about it until it all comes out. They want to make it right. So the lesson for these people with the watery moon is to transcend and stand at the middle of the boat. So this is my card for a masculine who to open up is extremely painful and terrifying for this person. They may have, I hear frog in the throat. They may have gotten their throat chakra just opened. Somebody might have a surgery. So the lesson of the boat, there's a speedboat on a river or a lake, and you get to choose what part of the boat you want to stand in. There's 3 choices. There's the back of the boat, where you're standing at the back of the speedboat as it's going, and looking at the churning, bubbling water that the motor is churning up. This is my card for the masculine who can only think, like all they can think about is the feminine at work. Like while they're working, they're like obsessed with thinking about the feminine. So, churning up your past. You're just watching that, just bubbling water, the whole boat ride. Or you can turn around and go to the very front of the boat. This is my card for the Emperor. Right at the very front of the boat. Constantly craning your neck. What's around the bend? What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? That's very primal energy from way back when we lived in tribes with spears, and the masculine had to protect the tribe. What's coming? What's coming? I don't see anything around me. I'm constantly in anticipation, anxiety, panic attacks. What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? Somebody might have hurt their neck. So what we're supposed to transcend and what we're supposed to be aware of is actually getting from either the back or the front of the boat into the middle of the boat. And the middle of the boat is where you take a look around and you watch everything whizzing by you. Because it's all going so fast. And no matter where you stand in the boat, it's all going by you and it's not coming back. And we've had a lot of people who've just watched the bubbling churning the whole time. Stuck. We've had, I hear hypervigilant. We've had a bunch of hypervigilance at the front of the boat. This is my card for the masculine who sees a feminine that's so beautiful they can't wait to walk around with that person on their arm. Somebody's going to move. So Spirit's trying to get everybody to the middle. And the boat is life. And you're supposed to transcend the lessons so you can enjoy the remainder of your life. Because in our head, we all think we're younger than we are. Especially if you're spectrum-y, you can even work yourself to death. Somebody's getting dumped. Spirit is showing people who are in the middle of the boat. Cool drink of water. People who don't waste all their blessings and time just getting shit-faced. Riding coattails. A cool drink of water. Come to the middle of the boat. It's fun. All right. Final picture message. Then I see, yeah, then we're going to pull a sign for this. You can ring my dinner bell, dinner bell, dinner bell, ring my bell. All right. Who's this message for? Here's what signs we have left. Whoa. Gemini. I hear two more. Pop on your own. Taurus. Gemini. Okay, listen up, Gemini. And Leo. There's your message. Somebody wants to go motorboating immediately.